Kia ora, ko kahurangi, taku ingoa, te uria hau o Ranginui rawa ko Papatua Anaku, no Ngāti Maniapoto, no Tainui Aho. My mum raised my siblings and I in a small farming community in the Waikato. We were really rich in whānau, and I just remember being around lots of kids, my cousins, and going on adventures. I'm the eldest of 6 kids. We were really lucky to have a lot of support in our lives, whether that was teachers, coaches, whānau, which meant that we could be the best versions of ourselves. Everyone was always welcome in our home, and that's something that I've really tried to continue in my life. My mum is a really earthy person, would take us to tree planting and would make us pick up rubbish by the side of the river and always leave a place better than we found it. When we were having a moment as kids, she'd always say, go outside, stand in the grass and reconnect with nature. And I guess that's something that I've do with my children as well, like you're being hoha, go stand outside and reground yourself with the earth. At school, I guess I wasn't the most academic person, but I was a bit of a jock. I played lots of sports, which is funny because I'm not the most competitive person. I didn't win like any academic awards or sporting awards, but I did win school spirit, which I think is probably more true to my nature. Mum would just pack us up and take us for like long days at the beach. Look at this, isn't this so sweet? My baby brother there just hanging out in the sand. Looks like he was eating some as well. I had my kids in my early 20s, and I was one of those mums who took my toddlers to explore. I guess you've got lots of energy when you're young. I was just ready to be a mum. I loved having kids when I was younger, and it really worked for me. We had friends and whānau where the kids were always welcome no matter where we were. Yeah, I was that mum who took my toddlers to explore, but then I was also that mum that took them back a month later and did some tree planting native trees to give back to the place that had given us so much and so many wonderful memories. Oh, that's rhubarb. When my kids were young, we lived in the country. I really wanted them to grow up in the city as well, have that experience, and we love Christchurch. Christchurch is an amazing city. My sister's house is 2 minutes that way. Margaret Mahi Playground is a 4-minute walk that way, which is where I like to take my baby niece, and my kids could just walk to school. We are so lucky that we live in this beautiful community in the centre of Christchurch that was actually founded by Rod Donald, who founded the Green Party. So I get to wake up every morning and see Rod's vision in reality, and that is just an amazing thing to experience. We all have our different roles that we play here in the community. We do an hour of service each week. We have potluck dinner each week where we get to hang out and have a good time together. But it also means that neighbours can support each other when you need it. When you live here, even though you're renting, you have a home for life. So you don't ever have to move out. You don't have a finish date on your lease, and there's something about that being in this sanctuary and being able to call it home, feeling connected to a place and to people. I am someone who's always been drawn to artists and art. I love the way that artists touch the hearts and minds of people, and that they can be a catalyst for change. I also am on the board of one of the local art galleries here, the Physics Room Contemporary Art Gallery. I feel like artists give me so much. That's why I wanted to give back to the art community as well. That's so beautiful now. My mum is a weaver, and I guess I've learnt a lot of things through her art. The way that she cares for a harakeke bush before she harvests the leaves, and then anything that is left she will take back to that plant and put it at the roots to help nurture and rejuvenate the plant. And that's that reciprocity, and that is something that she really instilled in us kids. She's an amazing lady. I was a trained actor, well I am a trained actor, and there were a lot of different adverts and movies and experiences that I got to have, and there was one particular ad that sticks in people's minds, and it was called The Giganeer. Such a fun day. We had kids on set, and yeah, I think my children were at Kura Kaupapa then when they were really little, and all of the kids thought I was so cool, and all of the adults thought I was so cringe. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
When I'm in Wellington, I won't forget the people who put me there, and I won't forget where I came from. I will always be true to that privilege and the love and support that I've had in my life. And the great thing about coming from a big family is that they keep you honest, and we are community people, so I love being around people. I love talking to the community and making sure we know the issues that are actually happening at the Flax Roots is going to be so important to keep grounded and to stay true to my values, my core values of manaakitanga and aroha.